Okay, so now we're on the open mouth challenge day 6, and I have finally added in the cue which I have said mouth. The reason that I've done this is to make it easier when we go to the vets or if I need to do dental examinations. So through collaborative care, I found the best way is just to be completely honest with the dog. So if we're going to look at ears, we say ears. If we're going to do any treatment to the ears, we say ears. I show them eardrops, for example, or ear wipes, and I let them investigate it. If we're going to be looking at paws, I say paws, eyes, eyes. Like literally the way that you would to a child, we explain that that is what we're going to be doing. So through saying the mouth cue, the dogs understand that the mouth is going to be looked at because it can habituate to what is happening on which body part and what they're experiencing. And I just find it the best way to be direct with the dogs rather than, trying to force them into something that they're not comfortable with or give them a cue that's too complicated. And I found that the best way over the years is just to say something that you know that you're going to automatically say without thinking about it. So that's like my best advice when creating your own cues. Because it just gives good feedback to your dog as well, and then they know what's happening, you know what's happening, and you're not going to be tripping up over your words or your cues. So they've all begun to get very excited when this equipment comes out because obviously they've habituated to it. They understand what happens with it and they're obviously getting excited, which I'm not bothered about because at the end of the day, this is for them, it's not for me, and it's just to ensure their comfortability. And if they're excited about it, that's a bonus because then when it comes to doing it properly, they're not going to be scared and they have good associations with it.
Yes, good boy.
So as you can see, Zombie's offering different behaviours to see how he can get the rewards fastest. But as I say, I don't mind. Um, I'm just more happy that he's enjoying the behaviour. And if you notice, and you'll see from my other videos, that all I'm doing is feeding him over the equipment rather than him being pushy, trying to come through the equipment.
Yes.
I'm not too bothered about the duration today because I'm aware that they're all very giddy. And also I'm aware that I've added in another step, and duration can be added in again another day and through more repetitions, because we have worked quite quickly. As I said, it's day 6, so it's important that we don't set our expectations too high, and that we understand that the dog may be giddy on a particular day and I may be very excited. Other days I may not want to participate at all. So for me, it's all about going at the dog's pace and knowing your individual dog, and understanding them as a student. At the end of the day, we keep getting feedback from the dogs, which to me is just really helpful. I know when people have expectations about dog training, um, quite a few people think that the dog should be offering the behaviour straight away or just understand what the behaviour is. But for any professional that has been in this profession for like over a decade, is going to tell you that it just doesn't work that way, and that the best way for a dog to learn is through play. And with play, they're going to keep the retention of the learning. They're going to feel safe offering the behaviour, and that's the main thing about it as well. Like, there's too much of a rush. So, like, if you have to go back a step to adding the duration once you've given the cue, it doesn't mean that you failed, and it doesn't mean that you're not succeeding. It's just another step, because when we learn to drive, for example, or when we learn to do anything, sometimes we have to go back a step. And I think those of us that have been in the profession for a long time understand that a lot of the dog training exercises or behaviour modification is going backwards and forwards.
Okay. Mouth. Yes.
And for me, the main thing is just that we're both having fun.
Good boy. Very good. Good boy. Yes.
Now we've got Diesel.
Brilliant. Okay. Mouth. Yes.
So Diesel's a different kind of giddy. Um, so obviously he's a different breed entirely.
Mouth.
And his excitement is like pouring, and he does try to contain himself. But again, as I said, no individual dog. So now you're seeing his nose
Yes.
boots.
Good boy.
So again, showing a different kind of excitement.
Yes. Good boy.
And I'm just waiting with Diesel for him to do the behaviour, and then I'm rewarding him rather than like accidentally rewarding the nose boots.
Mouth. Okay. Yes. Good boy. Very good.
And when you understand how your dog operates and how they are in training and learning and in games or
Yes.
play,
Good boy.
then you'll start to notice this too, and you'll start to see that it's very nuanced per individual dog.
Yes. Good job. Okay. Yes.
If you're finding that your treats are just too high value, for example, if you're using hot dog or some cold cut meats, you can just go back a step with your treats as well. Just make it simple. Switch to some Nature's Menu treats or Adventuros,
Yes.
or even
Very
dry
good.
biscuits if that's what your dog enjoys eating on a normal occasion.
Yes. Excellent.
Like, just don't overthink it and just keep it simple, keep it
Yes.
fun for both of you. No pressure and no expectations.
Yes. Yes. Tell the boy. No. Yes. Very good. Good job. Ready? Now. Yes. Good boy. Ready? No. Yes. Great job. Yes.
This is also what I love about shaping plans, because you can identify what's worked, what hasn't worked, what you might be able to
Yes.
adjust for next time,
Clever boy.
and then reflecting on it. And through shaping plans, you just get to keep
Yes.
modifying it and just tweaking it and just
Brilliant.
making it the best experience for you both.
No. No. Excellent. Good boy. No. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Ready one more? Ready? No. Yes. Good job. He's clever. He's clever football. Good job. Mouth? Yes. Good
So here we've got
job.
Django,
Very
who's normally the
good.
wild child, who I think he did the
Good
best this
boy.
session out of all four dogs. Um,
Good
so
job.
again, as you can
Ready?
see with Django, my main thing is to just get him back away from the equipment rather than him pushing through it, but he's having a lovely duration and he's doing the
Excellent. Good
mouth
boy.
cue and it's just going really well.
Eddie clever.
But again, tomorrow Django could be a completely different dog again.
Eddie. Mouth.
But if I could give anybody
Yes. Good
one
job.
tip, is be realistic and understand that if you make training a game or behaviour modification a game, we can't fail.
Eddie.
So you and your dog as a team cannot fail because it's a game. And just don't set deadlines, expectations, no pressure. Just have fun and just listen to your dog's feedback.
Mouth. Yes. Good boy. Very good. Nice.
And anything that you feel like you're running
Yes.
into a roadblock with your dog,
Nice. Good
we
job.
can absolutely look at it and change things and make sure that it's the best experience for you both. So there's always a solution.
Yes. Very good. Good job. Eddie. Mouth. Yes.
And
Good
the main
boy.
thing is just to have fun.
Good job, Jang Jang. Clever.